Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Oh good, we can sweep out. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. I did do solo stuff in Baldur's Gate. While the caravan is camped outside the Glan Fathom ruins, I already forgot. Odema has assigned Calissa to help you. Calissa is a fighter. He just said her name. I have a feeling I'm pronouncing it wrong. A class that excels at close quarters up defense, use her abilities to complement your own. To select a party member, I already did. To move them, I already did. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. See individual characters off and select only that character. Just like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah?
I can use Arcane Assault twice, it looks like. 1 per encounter, 2 per encounter. First level wizard spells. Wow, that's a pretty big range.
Huh?
So, can I press... Yes, I can press tab, just like the other game, to see what I can and can't loot.
This won't stop me for long. There, done.
He unlocked it? Really? Travel clothing. Lockpicks. Ooh, and they turn a different color when you've loaded them.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
And I've got stuff to take. I'm so glad this isn't considered stealing. These tall green glass pillars appear as if they've sprouted from the earth. The flickering fires set shadows dancing within. Good, 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 good. I'm not loving the scroll speed, though. 1 second. Controls? Not controls? Sound? Alright, I didn't think about that. I usually lower the sound and stuff down to like 80%, just in case it's not too loud. It should probably be a little higher. Game. Scroll speed. Adjust the speed at which the camera will move. Let's try 2.5 times. Yes. That is a lot better. Now, sell me my equipment. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
We might as well try.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
I don't know anything about the Empire. Tell me about it.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
He gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the other scattered caravanners.
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Ceres? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
Deerwood is a former Adir colony, so it seems like a good place to start. And as much as I admire the Raed Serans work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical. Out here, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm gonna see what you got. So, oh yeah, we didn't pick what weapons. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces, or items in the store. Copper's the currency? It's not silver and gold? Huh. Allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces, or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items for you at a greatly reduced price if you sell something. You may see it appear in the store's inventory with a much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories, of course. That's really interesting that it's copper. What can he use, though? Is this everything he can use? It doesn't seem to highlight which weapons they can actually... That's a little... not good. We do not have the copper pieces for any of that. Potion of regeneration, eh. Lockpicks are cool. I don't believe we have weapons of any kind, so we're probably going to want to get something. Rod. Wait, no, I have weapons in hand, right? I for inventory? She has a battle axe and a torch. That is a big torch. And I have a rod. And my grimoire. Good enough. I also have Brigandine, heavy armor. Wow, I have heavy armor? I guess there's no penalties for that. This is light armor, no damage reduction. Yeah, this is just plain clothing. And she's wearing scale armor, DR7. My armor's better than hers? Medium armor. Dang! We're super buff. Wizards have the ability to learn a staggering number of spells, but they are always limited by the capacity of their grimoires. At any given time, a grimoire may only contain 4 spells of each level. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Add spells to empty slots by clicking them.
Yeah?
What is it we
Something else you
actually needed to buy then? I was expecting to have to buy equipment, but we already have a rod and she has a battle axe already. Our armor's good, and even if we did need better armor, we couldn't afford it. We already have a potion of minor regeneration, and there's no ingredients.
Sure.
I feel like I'm going to regret that, but I don't see anything to buy. Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore. So that's M, I imagine. Yep. So can this go this way too? Let's hold down tab to make sure we're looking for stuff. This is the fallen tree that doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged wound in its
Not
trunk.
looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Kalissa, I think that's what he said her name was. I see that C and it confuses me. Like, why is that C there? I don't like silent letters. Sparfel!
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Jerk.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
See if I help him if he ever gets in trouble. At least, hastily. Pillar of Eternity Combat uses a pausable real-time system because you will often manage more than one character at a time. It's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. It's basically buff the party, haste them, and then you click on them and you watch it happen. At least that's how it was in Baldur's Gate. I did try and do more higher mechanically dealt stuff before, but in the end, if it works, you know, why fix it? Or try to fix it. Yeah, so pause should be spacebar. Yep. I'm going to move her back. What weapon are you using? I got the characters mixed up. You attack. And you back up. Is this ranged? Okay, cool. And you have a bar to see when they get to go again.
Got it.
Young wolf killed. Wolfhide. Oh, there's a plant we can do something with over there. It's shining.
This is it.
The spring berries. Scientist. You're some kind of scientist the way I hear it. I learned to harness it to solve crimes. There's a lot of demand for substances that alter the mind. A little science goes a long way in meeting that demand. I spent a long time pursuing the knowledge promised by alchemy. Do I want to be a crime solver? Or just be really good at alchemy or something? Solve crimes. I made mistakes. Some of the people who got in trouble weren't the right people. I came across something I couldn't solve, and that troubled me more than I thought it would. The more I found out more than I wanted to about someone I cared for. Ooh. You've got a lot on your mind then. Hopefully things work out in the end, but in my experience, they don't always. Calissa breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think... I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. No, I'm just passing through. I hadn't given it much thought. I hadn't really given it much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Hope to meet someone and fall in love. Probably the same things I did before. Just looking for some adventure, really. Getting into trouble, I expect. I'm going to find some new friends. New friends and adventure sound great. I'm really just thinking of adventure right now. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places. As long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odem will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Calissa sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here. Sometimes back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. But that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out. And that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamital. Ixamital? I need to hear him say it again. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here, and we'll see. Odema, I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rautai, and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. What can you tell me about Deerwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war, some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Alright, let's get back to the camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfel's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's go get your water. Slapping around does sound like a good idea, but I have a feeling wolves ate him already or something. He was rude to us, which means something probably killed him randomly. You've gained ingredients. Mushrooms called the Burned Lady. At least I assume they were mushrooms. Ah, that's right. There's more stuff up here. Do we need to gather? Yeah, this bush is still... like lavender or something? Fantasy lavender? Admeth's weird. This path winds through a narrow canyon, back the way you came.
Shouldn't stray too far.
Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. So that's the way we came, since that's the way we ended. So now we come back over here. Oh no, he's gone! What happened? We're probably gonna get the water down here. Well, everyone in the camp isn't dead, so that's good. And just fly back down over here. Fly in the more running sense, but... Or maybe like the fly in the Gandalf fly, you fools. Dear. Oh, what do you know? The corpse is cold to touch and ripe smell wafts from his putrid waves and stuff. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Leather armor. Lockpicks. Do we have carry weight? Like, do I just get a hold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 things, or... I didn't see anything that mentioned carry weight. It's pretty cool if we can just hold 16 things each. Then I don't have to give people, like, belts of giant strength just so that they can hold things. Jan Jansen could only carry, like, 50 or 70 pounds or something. It's like, man...
What a surprise. Sparfel went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Something tells me he didn't go hunting. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water, while Kalessa waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You have gained the quest item, full water skin. Added to the stash. I hope they boil it and stuff first. Use the tab key to highlight interactive objects in the environment. I know. Thank you, though. Out of the trees emerges Sparfel, one of the guides. Barely discernible in the dim moonlight, he no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfel? Are you alright?
Sparfel. Sparfel's toes catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. How did I know he was going to die?
Ambush!
I hope y'all are ready for magic. You're going to attack him. We're going to tactically retreat back this way. And now we can... Arcane Assault is a special ability. Second Wind for athletics. Jolting Touch. Too close. Let's use... we should focus our targets first.
Lava blast. That usually.
Wrecked. And... yeah, let's shoot him again. I know I'm using all the spells, but I assume we're going to rest soon.
Works. Lava.
Finish him!
Let's
Just
go!
attack. No reason to spend any more spells. Yeah, see, I only had 2, I think. Hunting bow, hide armor, an agate. A gate? Agate? Something like that.
Sure.
Never really been too certain. Beer! Footprints indicate things. Dry cap. I wonder if we could have come here first and saved him somehow. No, they appeared out of nothingness. So probably not. Anything up here? Just for the sake of thoroughness? Nope. Alright. So next time, we're going to finish delivering this back to the camp and let everybody know that Sparfel's dead. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Okay. Later, everybody.